What's up guys, and welcome to the Red Iron Stand. This is the latest Manchester news and transfer news. Obviously guys, I am back. Obviously guys, as you know, I put on my post that basically guys, my stomach's been off, and obviously guys, I've not been well enough to I didn't even do the watch song for the thing. But back now guys, there's been a lot of things going on, obviously with the potential, obviously I did do the Harry Maguire deal off, which it's still a possibility could leave, but we don't know yet. But guys, there is a big statement from obviously guys with this Mason Greenwood situation is, but there is some news on that guys as well. Mason Greenwood made a statement, so basically guys, we've not heard from Greenwood since the potential recordings. But I can't get too much into it because I don't know if that was his voice or that was her voice. But it was her voice, because I've heard her voice before through another recording, because she said Mason who's Goldbridge, because obviously I think Mason Greenwood does watch Goldbridge, but anyway guys, but it's good to be back guys, yeah, as you can tell guys, yeah, supporting over the Manchester 7 years ago. But yeah, it is good to be back guys. Obviously I've not been myself since, well, as you can tell guys, my missus is not here now, she went back home for a bit, but like people say, you move on, don't you? But anyway, like I said guys, much like the video, it's good to be back, and I do what I do most I love. Also my family, my partner, and obviously the community. I do lots of community. Some people in the community are a bit of prats, but what can you do? Actually guys, before I get into that, there was some quotes from Carragher and, was it Carragher? Calling out midfield, calling fucking Bruno and Casemiro again. I'm thinking, for one, Jamie, you're an Everton fan, and for two, 4-0. These pundits don't realise is Gary Neville's the same. I'm not just gonna put Jamie Carragher down. Gary Neville's the same. I can see another thing positive about Gary Neville is obviously the ownership, and he loves this club because obviously he's a local lad. But don't come on here saying, oh well, people saying, oh Martinez is too small. I played the game. Was saying like, oh Casemiro's not going to be good enough for the thingy. Helga said, oh Martinez is going to be too small, or Ronaldo's not going to have the pace because of his age. And then he goes up and scores against Wolves, wasn't it? What do you mean the preview? Possibly tomorrow. I'll do a preview for it. I'll do a premiere for it, yeah. But anyway guys, it's good to be back live, and let's get into it. This is what Mason Greenwood had to say. I just want to say by saying I understand that people will judge me because of what they've seen and heard on social media. I know people will think the worst. I was brought up to know that violence or abuse in a relationship is wrong. I did not do the things I was accused of, and in February I was cleared of all charges. However, I fully accept I made mistakes in my relationship, and I take my shares of responsibility for the situation which led to the social media post. I learned to understand my responsibilities, set a good example. As a professional footballer, I am focused on being a big responsibility of being a father and a good partner. Today's decision has been part of collaborative progress between Manchester United, my family and me. The best decision for all of us is for me to continue my football career away from Old Trafford, where my presence will not be distraction from the club. I thank the club for their support, and since I joined at age 7, which he did, I will always be a part. There will always be a part of me, which is United. I think, guys, no matter where he goes, I think with Mason Greenwood I think he'll just look at this and go, right, I've got to leave. Obviously, like he said in his post, that he understands the people's frustration. Obviously, the women's team is not gonna be happy if he comes back. Would I be happy him coming back? No. Do you know why? Because I do not want a player of his status. The player on the pitch, right? The player on the pitch is a good player. Player on the pitch, I don't know, but I'm talking about his name, guys, because all the charges got dropped. I'm allowed to talk about it. But when it was first came out, I couldn't do it because obviously it was a police matter. I'm enormously grateful to my family and all my loved ones for their support, and this is now for me to repay the trust those around me have shown. I intend to be a better football player, most importantly, a good father, a better person, and use my talents in the possible way on and off the pitch. I'm not reading the comments now. There's always like I said, guys. There is more to this. I am gonna get into some transfers as well. There's some stuff about. Obviously, guys, like I said, I've still been tweeting a bit, but I've not been thinking because obviously, guys, Thursday I wasn't myself. No, FIFA. I could change it to tonight, but I don't know yet. I might change it tonight because obviously, guys, I'm just gradually coming back to myself now. No, it's not been. It's obviously it's been. I've had a bit of like. Obviously, guys, yesterday obviously my missus went home and obviously my anxiety had been going a bit, but the thing that keeps me going, guys, is obviously my family, my friends, my missus, and everything, guys, and people understand. I even put on my Facebook saying no watching today, not really more. A United fan actually put a love art, meaning sending love to me. So, another guy knew, so Martin, I appreciate that. But yeah, but also like I think John Mercer's gonna come up soon as well. I'm not gonna read the comments. I'm not reading them. All those involved, including Mason, recognise the difficulties with him recommencing his career at Manchester United. It has therefore been mutually agreed that it would not be so appropriate for him to do so away from Man United, Old Trafford. I'm not reading the comments. Oh, this guy just going off Greenwood a minute. MFC have agreed a deal to sell Norm Emran to Dutch side FC Groningen. United will include a sell-on clause in the deal. I actually would agree with it because he is a good player. When he played in the pre-season games in America, I thought he did brilliant. I think he scored one. Oh no, he scored one against Leeds, didn't he? Was it Emran who scored that got? Or was it that Forson? People think, oh, you don't know him, but United players well just dead. Forson and Emran. Hannibal Mabry. See, I'll shut you up, won't I? There were some things from Ten Hag and I can't find it. Let me just go back to if I can find it, I'll find it. Should be somewhere. Oh, and also, guys, Mason Greenwood remains on the full pay. All options remain open regarding his future, but he is not coming back to train at MFC. No expectation of him playing for a club again, post loan or sale. Let me just read this as well. Internal risk assessment documents prepared by the club had categorised internal stockholders such as politicians, football pundits and individual journalists, and assumptions as to whether they would view Greenwood's return as supposedly or hostile. Charities that specifically fights against women were assumed to be hostile. So in other words, guys, is if Greenwood had come back, it would have been a hostile. I think no one would be happy in that United dressing room. I don't think. No. Look, Mason Greenwood can say what he wants. Even if he did, or even if he didn't, right? And also, can I be honest here as well, guys? And Goldberg said it as well. And shout out to Goldberg as well. It was actually at the Manchester studio today, yes. But anyway, if them images and the audio did not come out that in 2020, well, yeah, was it 2020 when it came out, yeah, right? I think the case could have gone differently. You know why? Because I still think he returned to United. People might have known, but if them images did not come out, I only knew about this through watching Goldberg one morning. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what happened. I think I knew he played, and then actually no, he didn't play because obviously I think Solskjaer, because Solskjaer said he's dinged, so Solskjaer must have known. He must have said, I've been accused of these and that. I can't play at the minute. Seven members of Parliament criticised the proposal return of Greenwood, as did Women's Aid, a charity which supports women and children. The club had not engaged with charities specifically in abuse against women to help inform their internal progress. I ain't reading the comments. Some members of the staff at MFC were prepared to consider their positions at the club in the event of Greenwood returned, and others began to explore going on strike or resigning. That's what I'm saying to you. If he'd have stayed and come back, he'd have basically guys, he'd just basically just. So much guys, it's not gonna help. I know Ten Hag wants him back. And Ten Hag said, because he didn't do nothing to Ten Hag. He wants him back. He didn't. When Ten Hag came in, and obviously the allegation was going on with Mason Greenwood, Ten Hag didn't know about all this. He didn't know. So mate, I just read that. I read that as well. Here we are. This is the one I wanted to do. You know that Richard Arnold one I wanted? This is the one I wanted to read. But there is some transfer news, guys, as well. Got Amrabat and whatnot. Dear fans, now that we have concluded and announced the outcome of the club's investigation into Mason Greenwood, I want to direct and transparent with the fans about the progress and the reasons for our decision. Here we go. The internal disciplinary investigation between employer and employee, which would ordinarily take place outside the public eye given the public nature of the allegations and Mason's profile. I acknowledge that this was not a originated situation, but I felt it important we still follow due progress and, so far as possible, avoid media comment until I had made a decision. And there's one thing, guys, as well. I think he does say in one of theirs, I think it is coming up soon, he says he can't, because it's not really, well it is, because he's a CFO, but he can't say too much, because if he says too much, he can get, well, basically in trouble, guys, couldn't he? He couldn't get in a lot of trouble. It goes on to say, with the audio footage and imagery was posted online in January 2022, my feelings were of shock and concern for the alleged victim. Her welfare wishes, the prospect, have been central to the club's approach ever since, as the club's standards and values. While we immediately concluded that Mason should be suspended pending investigation, we were cautious of our duty of care towards him and the importance of making decisions based on full information. Until February this year, this was a matter of the police and the Crown Prospectus Service. That's why, guys, I didn't carry on with it. That's why I said, guys, I didn't carry on with the I didn't carry on with it, did I? Our investigation sought to conclude. Okay, right in a minute. As much as evidence possible to establish facts and consent, this is not a quick, straightforward process. This is a quick, straightforward progress for a variety of reasons. It's essential for us to respect and rights and wishes for the alleged victim. Also, we have a limited period of investigation which we went through, which meant we were reliant on third-party cooperation. Third-party cooperation. Timings have been influenced by my desire to minimise the impact of the investigation on our men's and women's terms, as well as our lionesses. I acknowledge that gives more time for speculation, which alternate would have been composed due to progress on creative innovation. The alleged victim requested the police to drop the investigation in April 2020. See the people know, people jump on this now. I mean, I don't like Richard Arnold. And as you know, I don't. But you don't just say, oh, Richard Arnold's just saying this. Why would Richard Arnold say it? He's just a vote. I know he's a shit CFO, but come on. He's got to say it because he's a CFO. We provided an alternate explanation for the audio recordings, which was a short excerpt from a much longer recording and images posted online. The alleged victim's family participated in the progress and were given the opportunity to review the correct. I know there's a lot, but I've got to read it. And last week, the media reported that we have decided to reintegrate Mason, and that the elements of a plan to do so had been leaked to them. Was one of the outcomes we considered and planned for content over the course of the past 6 months. Several outcomes and planned for my view was evolved as our process progressed. While the ultimate decision rested with me, I was taking various factors and views into my account right up until the point of finalising my decision. While satisfied that Mason did not commit the acts he was charged with, Mason accepted that he has made mistakes which he takes responsibility for. I am the mindful challenge. Challenge that Mason would face rebuilding his career and raising a baby together with his partner in a harsh spotlight of Manchester United. Further, this case has provoked strong opinions, and it is my responsibility to maximise any distraction to the unity we are seeking within the club. Which I could say what he's saying. What he's saying, guys, is, I know it's a long video, guys. I've not been on for a couple of days ever. What Richard Arnold is saying is what Richard Arnold's saying, guys, is he doesn't want to put a damper on this great club. I'm not saying he hasn't, but if Mason, like I said, if Mason Greenwood had come back, it'd have caused a big eruption in the in the whole of the entire world, everywhere, for the men and women. There was a coming from the women, but I don't know what it is. I'm not switched for that. Take me all bloody day. Although, and let's just read the best part before. There's a bit of transfer news, yeah. A bit of a setback for Amrabat as well. Although we have decided that Mason will seek to rebuild his career away from Manchester United, that does not signal the end of this matter. The club will continue to offer support to both alleged victim and Mason to help them rebuild and move forward positively with their lives. Thank you for your continued support, Richard Arnold. Right. And like I said, oh guys, there was a bit of a setback. Well, actually, I've got my other one. 1 minute. I know it's not a video, guys. I know what it's anyway. One second. This was 31 minutes ago, guys. Well, sources say, the only factor that can be guaranteed in Mason Greenwood's future is that he won't end up at a Premier League rival. United will insist and seek to agree some of the loan for a permanent transfer abroad. Ten Hag was among those in favour of a return for Mason Greenwood and had a reach out to him. There had been work in MUC's analysis department on how best to use Greenwood should he return, given the charge in playing style and MFC have already contacted by terms keen to sign Mason Greenwood. It is unlikely he will move to another club in country. A departure abroad is rather envisaged. Italy, Turkey and other countries are interested in him. Mason Greenwood is desired by Al. I don't want to read that comment because I know what people are going to say. The Harry Maguire situation is completely quiet. Nothing is happening with Maguire after his move to West Ham collapsed, so MUC are not close to signing a new centre back. Also, Sheffield United are in talks over a deal for Manchester United winger Facundo Pellistri to join them on a season-long loan. There's only a few guys for Amrabat. Obviously, guys, with Fred leaving, yeah, as well, and also he scored just today. Obviously, I do want to congratulate Fred on that goal, yeah. And I do wish him well. Not just because he's gone to a different country, doesn't mean I don't wish him well. Even Dan James, even though he's at Leeds. But I do wish him well. Of course I do. Amrabat, well, there is some. There's only a bit gap. Let's say there's nothing. I still think there's so, but there's nothing yet. Sobian Amrabat remains MFC's list, but is appreciated by Atletico Madrid. He has a very chance of leaving Fiorentina, but before the end of transfer window. and that's coming from Fabrizio. That was years ago. That. Those were guys as well here as well. There's a good chance of MFC to activate Ordini's Valamo's deal in the next few days, maybe next week. Talks have been positive on the player's side. He's keen on the move, and it depends on the final condition. Is that a keeper? Is that Richard? Right, I'm gonna put something. I'm gonna retweet that. I'm gonna put. But like I said, guys, there's nothing. There's nothing really about guys, but it was good to be back, guys. Yeah, I had to do nearly over 20 minutes because I'm not been live. I've not been live for a bit, have I? But like I said, guys, is we can't just jump to conclusions yet. We'll just wait and see, won't we? But like I said, guys, it was good to be back. It really was good to be back. It really was. And if you've been checking it this morning, guys, there's a few more stories from Goldbridge this morning. Obviously, it was at the Manchester Studio, and I think there's some more stories in it as well. But the thing with Harry Maguire is, if he wants to stay, guys, he's going to have to be with the 4th or 5th, because Eric Ten Hag has said he's not going to change his mind about Lindelof, because he said that. I read, and I've seen that as well. So I'll just wait and see, you guys, won't we? But it was good to be back, guys. Was it good to be back? That's why I did in 30 minutes, because I knew I've not been on that long. The preview, I'll do it. Perhaps what I might do tomorrow is I might do when I get up tomorrow. I might do the preview for the Forest game, because I've already got the thumbnail for it, and then obviously do the any breaking news anyway. But like I said, guys, as well, saying Goldberg said it last night. I watched it last night as well. We need to make a transfer now. We need to sign someone now, because we need to get this Greenwood off the paves, because it could be all over it. And I'm being serious, we've got to get this Greenwood out of our heads now. Well, let me just put it this way, guys. If we don't get this Mason Greenwood out of our heads now, it's never going to work. No. It's never going to work, guys, is it? So what we need to do, guys, is basically just go, right, we need to sort this Amrabat out. The Grandberg, I don't know about Grandberg, but this Amrabat, we've still got the Amrabat. We can. I hate saying this, but we're still Fred, and then Donny van de Beek could probably be next, and then whoever. Well, you said we do need to sell, because if we don't sell, we can't get anyone there, can we? And obviously Haaland's back at the weekend, so yeah. Will they be watching for that? No, because I'm not here. Oh, that's something, guys. Well, I won't be here this weekend, no. My missus for the last 6 weeks, so. And obviously it's bank holiday as well. I'll watch the game, of course I will. I'm just gradually coming back to myself now, guys, gradually. But like I said, guys, smash like on the video. Although what I could do, guys, is what I could do after this video, what I could do after the live, I might do the preview, yeah. So yeah, so I might get and then put it up on perhaps I might put it up Friday morning because it's not better up Friday night. Yeah, I'll put it up Friday morning. So I'll do it soon. I'll do it in about a few seconds and then I'll post up for Friday morning for about, well, I normally do mine about 5 to 12 anyway. Because I've got no meetings this week, so I can do it anyway. So like I said, guys, it's good to be back. And the next watch on games for me is, well, I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea. I don't know. There's no football this week, so I don't know. There's no football on Friday, but obviously I'm not here Friday, so I'll think of a date somehow. Like I said, guys, it's good to be back. Keep it on Friday morning, because that's when the previews go up. Until then, guys, have a great day and night wherever you are. So much like. And also, guys, go and check out Jasmine Passion official TikTok on Instagram or TikTok. She's reached the limit on to go live, and I miss you, babe. Peace, guys.